There we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Today, Friday, March 12th. I remember distinctly last year, Friday falling on March 13th. We were supposed to be going to Mexico for a family trip, and then COVID kicked in. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Renita, good morning, B3. Great. What's happening? Let me click over here. I'm missing everybody. Kirsten, good morning. Melissa, good morning. Casey, good morning. Family. Tania. Chammy, what's up? Hey, 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 y'all. Hey. All right, let's see what is on the menu today. Let's see. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Uh-oh. Third stimulus check update, 1,400 payments from COVID relief bill to hit bank accounts starting this weekend. Hold up. Hold on. The people should start seeing their $1,400 stimulus hit their bank account starting this weekend now that Joe Biden has signed the bill. Hold up. What an update that is right there. The payments ain't gonna go out all at once. It's only people whose bank information is on file with the IRS would likely get the money first because it would directly deposit into their accounts. Others may receive a paper check or a prepaid debit card in the mail. What's up, Marie? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, the bad part is they say millions of people could be at risk of missing out because the IRS does not know how to reach them. An estimated, wait for it, 8 million people are eligible, did not get their first stimulus payment worth up to $1,200, which was approved last year and delivered over the spring and summer. While most people receive the money automatically, very low income people who don't normally file their taxes may have to take an extra step to register online or file a 2020 tax return. That is crazy. So they missed out on your money because you didn't file your taxes. Mark Money, what's up, brother? Um, that's crazy. That's crazy and sad all at the same time. Um, got to file those taxes. Got to file those taxes. What else is going on in the world? Your mine's direct deposit haven't gotten it yet. Well, not yet. I don't think he's going to. He just signed the bill yesterday, Marie. Um, just signed it yesterday. So it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit. Um, this is a crazy story. Let me move this over here. Here's a crazy story. Uh, man, uh, a man is accused of scamming people with an offer of non-existent city jobs. This is the old banana in the tailpipe falling for the okie doke. Oh wow, Kirsten said your 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 first one came a direct deposit, the second one came was a paper check. It was weird. That's weird. All right. Here's the old fall for banana in the tailpipe. A man is accused of scamming job seekers by promising them non-existent city jobs. So the guy's name is Larry Aguero, and he's accused of pretending to work for the city of Houston. He gave the victims a job application, told them to provide a copy of their driver's license, ID cards, social security numbers, and bank account numbers. And then wait for it, he charged them $108 for a city uniform. Then he gave them a receipt. Everybody that knows, H-Town knows most of our city stuff happens downtown. 901 Bagby. more likely a city address. I'd have to look it up. Matter of fact, I'll look it up right now. Let's just see. 901 Bagby. 901 Bag. 901 Bagby Street is City Hall. 901 Bagby is City Hall. Wow. The address he put on there is 901 Bad G. 901 Bad G, not City Hall. People bold with these scams. You're right. They are bold with these scams. Hold on. He got all their bank information. He got all their IDs and everything like that. And then they paid him $108 for city uniforms on top of that. That just lets you know how desperate people are on both sides of the fence. People who are out of work and looking to take people, and then people who are looking for work and the things that they'll do. Aloha, peeps. What's up, Mark Fisher? What's up, Carlisha? So that's just crazy for Mark and Carlisha. Y'all just missed. A man is accused of scamming people who promised them fake jobs. He took their ID, took their driver's license number, took their social security number, took their bank account information, and promised them city jobs. Had a little fake application. They paid him $108. Morning, Con. Paid him $108 to for said fake job, and put on the address on the receipt 901 Bad G, which 901 Bagby is City Hall. That is throwed off, man. There's, like the great P.T. Barnum said, one born every minute. And by one, he meant a sucker. Hate to call these people suckers, but they got sucker-like tendencies. Rockets lost 14th game in a row. Nothing else to be said about that.
Hey, y'all.
What's up, Tammy? What's up, Rich? What's up, D-Love?
Hey, cousin.
There's nothing.
Rita, hey, Carlisha. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Mark. Hey, Tania. Hey, Con. Hey, Casey. Who am I missing? Did I get everybody?
I think you did. 14 games in a row.
Tania, is she on here?
She is.
Okay. I think I got it.
Scammers be bold. Yes.
Well, I wouldn't call them suckers though, Rob, because let me tell you, we get training. The people I work with, all of them have at least one degree. Some of them got 2 or 3. And we are constantly having to be trained, because that, like, you'll get an email from somebody you expect an email from. And it's like you said, that one little letter is changed.
Yep.
And so we're constantly being trained because one person we don't click on links in emails, and so one person clicks on something and they can mess up everybody.
Mm-hmm.
The virus goes to everybody. So you have to be, and the average person, especially somebody who's really hoping and praying for a job, they want to believe.
They want to.
They want to believe.
I'm just wondering where this dude set up shop.
Thank you, Casey. I thought when I put this, I said, Casey is going to notice this blouse.
And in true fashion.
This blouse was purchased in Minneapolis when I went for Super Bowl weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, little sale thing.
It's just bad. People.
Well, I have to go back to the South. So did y'all watch, did anybody watch the speech? Joe Biden's speech?
Did not. Okay. I do, however.
Thank you, Casey.
I do, however, have some audio. Let's see what all adults may be eligible for the vaccine by May 1st. Let's see what he's talking
about. Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what did you think?
Well, so all adults eligible by May 1st. I had already heard, and I don't know if you guys had already heard this too, By Monday, 50 and older goes into the 1B bucket. So if you're 50 and older, you can start getting it now if you haven't already. But May 1st, also that this was what I found was very exciting. There's going to be a website where every location where the vaccine can be received will be on this, so you can see what's near you. No more getting a text from someone trying to call and get on the list. It's already done. There are no more appointments. This will make it a lot easier. I thought, and I watched MSNBC afterwards. Full disclosure, I am a Democrat. So I watched MSNBC afterwards, and even the pundits that they brought on that were not diehard Democrats thought that he struck the right tone. Because Joe Biden he has empathy. It's really who he is. He's empathetic. He's had so much grief, so he's able to Renita, he's able to really express empathy because it's sincere. And that's something I think most Americans were missing over the past 4 years, is seeing somebody come out and really try to speak to, he didn't just speak to like people who lost someone because of COVID, but even if you lost someone during COVID, during the pandemic.
Well, let's listen to some of what he said.
Tonight, I'm announcing that I will direct all states, tribes, and territories to make all adults, people 18 and over, eligible to be vaccinated no later than May 1. I will not relent until we beat this virus. But I need you, the American people. I need you. I need every American to do their part. I need you to get vaccinated when it's your turn and when you can find an opportunity. And to help your family, your friends, your neighbors get vaccinated as well. If we do this together, by July the 4th, there's a good chance you, your families and friends will be able to get together in your backyard or in your neighborhood and have a cookout and a barbecue and celebrate Independence Day, where we not only mark our independence as a nation, but we begin to mark our independence from this virus. Ask, the easiest thing to do to save lives, sometimes it divides us. States pitted against one another instead of working with each other. Vicious hate crimes against Asian Americans who've been attacked, harassed, blamed, and scapegoated. It's wrong, it's un-American, and it must stop. My fellow Americans, you're owed nothing less than the truth. And for all of you asking when things will get back to normal, here is the truth. The only way to get our lives back, to get our economy back on track, is to beat the virus. Tonight, I'm announcing that I will direct all states, tribes, and territories.
The same, going back from the top. Yeah.
So, Tondalin, when he pulled the numbers out, let me tell you why it moved me for more than one reason. I loved it, but that was so Reverend Lawson to me. Like Reverend Lawson carries, he carries certain things around with him, and he's done a very similar thing during a sermon, like more than once, and it just almost gave me chills because it's like, I do some things like that too, carrying stuff around. I told y'all we put stuff in our Bible, so I loved how he's showing people that he's mindful,
right?
That this situation is on his mind and he's not resting. Now, what the pundits did say could be harmful is if stuff doesn't work out, because the Democrats and President Biden kind of own this relief thing. And there's a big price tag on it. So if Americans start feeling like, well, we didn't meet certain deadlines, we didn't, things are not getting better, then then they might not be as happy. But right now his approval ratings are high. And what's so sad to me is that instead of the other side of the aisle trying to figure out how they can get things done, like their policies a lot of times just tend to be on how to say no to people, how to say no to women that need abortions, how to say, whatever it is. And I'm pro-life and pro-choice, so let me just say that. So they're the while the Democrats may be taking a gamble on having to own this, I think the other side of the aisle is taking a gamble on not owning it. Because if it goes well, which I'm praying and hoping and believing that it will, and we come out of this in July and Joe Biden brought us out, is how people think about it.
If he
got some political capital for a while.
If he gets done in 6 months, what Trump couldn't do in a year.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That part right there.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, LaMonica? Good morning.
Hey, LaMonica.
Yeah, like focus on the party of no.
Yeah, worrying about Dr. Seuss and Mr. Potato Head. Come on, y'all. Really? Dr. Seuss decided on their own not to, I had them laughing I went to the hair salon. I'll tell you, my stylist, there's only like two people or three people in the area, in the salon at one time. And everybody has to keep their mask on. They clean the chairs. So y'all know. And we all laughed because they were like, they say everybody in there, two of us had both shots, and two of us had both shots. One had the Johnson & Johnson shot, so she only had to get one. And then the two stylists, they've already had their first one. They're waiting on their second one. Okay. But they were like, they're still wearing masks after, they're like, and even in that, because first of all, it's a closed-in area. We all come in, we all had our vaccine, we still all got masks on, right? But I had them laughing about the a Nook can't read with the Dr. Seuss book.
Nook can't read, so a Nook can't cook. So what good is a Nook cookbook? Right. What good is a cookbook to a Nook?
I said, what do y'all think when y'all hear Nook? And they just fell out laughing.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Mr. Potato Head is now just going to be Potato Head. He's not a Mr. anymore.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's just going to be Potato Head. So I don't know what's going to happen to Mrs. Potato Head.
She just Potato Head too. They just.
So Trevor Noah did a thing on that where
they're just potato neutral.
He was like, since y'all so worried about whether he Mr. Potato Head or not, we're going to give him an appendage. You should clearly know he is Mr. Potato Head.
See, where's my piece for that?
Right.
If they put a hole down in the nether regions.
And Pepe is a serial rapist. Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew is a
he's a sexual harasser at a minimum.
At very minimum, he is a co-worker who preys on everyone. I mean,
hold up, Pepe.
Pepe is a perv.
He is.
Thank you for that, LaMonica. He is a perv.
Yeah.
And man, the imagery they put in our head,
right,
as a kid, and normalize stuff. Hey, just be aggressive, even though she don't want it. That little other cat, she
don't mean no.
She
don't mean no.
She never wants it, and she's always trying to get away and stop his advances. And Pepe keep on going.
Yep.
Some dude wrote that because that's
how he is.
That's how he is. And just like some dude wrote Bugs Bunny as a transgender. Bugs Bunny always was putting on women's clothes.
He was always putting on women's clothes.
The whole nine.
Yeah.
What's going on with your alter ego? What were you doing?
Well, let me also say this. I read this years ago, and they were talking about how many black male comedians in order to cross over, had to put on a dress.
Yeah. It's
Flip Wilson.
Geraldine.
Mm-hmm.
Martin, Big Mama.
Not just Big Mama,
Shanae, Jamie Foxx, for
Ugly Wanda.
Wanda. Did Eddie Murphy ever do it? I don't know if Eddie ever did it.
In the Clumps.
In the Clumps. Yeah.
But I don't feel like Eddie had to do it.
I think at that point in time, no, that he'd already established himself.
Yeah. I think it was just funny. Because
just like, how many characters can I do? Let me see. Yeah. 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 You didn't watch many cartoons growing up? Straight bookworm. Okay, Renita. Did Richard Pryor do it? Who did Richard Pryor dress up as? I
don't know, but early Richard Pryor, if you go back and listen to some Richard Pryor stand-up, it's like, ooh, he's talking about performing different things that you would do to men. And it's yikes.
Lamont, I don't know if he did a lady or not. Arsenio dressed up as a woman to come into
He did.
But
not transgender. You're right. A cross-dresser.
Okay.
It's a what's the other thing? What do they call it? Not just a cross-dresser, but when you a transvestite. Is that?
No, it's
I don't know all the terms, and I don't really get into it, but so I'll go with cross-dresser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word love. That's it's a lot going on. All right.
Yeah, a lot.
Sanitized scripture of the day.
I listen because it gets me through my day.
DJ Rick, what's up?
With Tamla Wilson.
Drag queen work.
What you gonna play now?
Wall of protection.
Bobby, I don't know, but whatsoever I play, it's got to be funky.
Hey, Mama Yo.
It's the spiritually sanitized scripture of the day with Dr. Tamla Wilson.
She's a real deal, so you know.
Yeah, that's a good segment.
Still, a.k.a. Reverend Spice.
Here's the thing. Whatever Bugs was and whatever Pepe Le Pew was, the thing is, we as children were getting indoctrinated to something above our station in life.
Of course. Look, Casey said she wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
Think about, let me show y'all. One day I was watching, it was I don't know, it was a combination of all the superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow Batman, I don't know who had cursed him or whatever, but he couldn't stop telling bad jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I've got to get this monkey off my back. Really? On a cartoon. I got to get the monkey off my back. What does that refer to?
Drugs, alcoholism. Right. See?
But even now, so here's part of what's going on, and you can appreciate this, Rob. When we watch kids' movies now, there are adult jokes. They're not inappropriate necessarily, but there are jokes that are really geared towards the adults, like from a historical perspective or whatever, that the kids don't necessarily, they think it's funny for another reason.
Yeah.
But I think that's to help us, because when you got to watch a movie 5 times with your kids, there's got to be something for you. There's got to be. Yeah. Whether it's, the music like Tom and Jerry and Sing,
right,
or Trolls World Tour.
Yeah.
There's also some like jokes hidden it, like in Trolls World Tour they talk about smooth jazz.
Yeah. The smooth jazz in there, like I said, the appropriation of black people taking black music.
And the lesson from Mary J and George Clinton, but we're not all the same.
Yeah, right, right.
I'm sorry, y'all, if we're talking over here. We're talking Trolls World Tour movie. Even if you don't have little kids, you will enjoy it.
It's a good movie.
Yeah,
good movie. It's good. Well, if that's it's in all cartoons are horror, and it should be wiped away. All of them are.
Yeah,
all of them are. All of them have something. All of them have something. Hey, I have for years. I think it started with Carter you know, watching the Disney movies, and then that's a crazy opinion. Y'all, the past is crazy, but Pepe, look, oh, Pepe, leave Pepe alone. Can I get someone with me? Leave. Y'all saying leave Pepe alone? Pepe was persistent. Pepe was persistent. That's what you calling Pepe?
That's what we calling that now.
Pepe,
Is that a male? Is that a male or a female?
yeah, wall of protection. I'm trying to see. Pepe was persistent. Pepe went over the line. If that was Pepe, if that was your daughter, and some dude like Pepe was trying to, you know,
Roll up on her.
was rolling up on her, sexually contacting when she clearly didn't want it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you, Breeze. Breeze, you tripping. Disney movies inflict so much
Trauma. Holland said, he was talking to me about that the other day. He said, Mommy, you know, why do they all the families have, I mean, Batman, his family got killed in front of him.
Every Disney movie, some parental figure dies. Everyone.
Well, you think about Superman, his family sent him away to protect him, but like,
and then they died.
And then they died.
And they died. Everyone. It's the same thing. Peter Parker, his parents ain't even there. And then on top of it, his parent figure that is there, Uncle Ben, they kill him. And they kill him because he didn't help stop a guy who was going to rob a place. And so now the guilt is on him that his uncle died.
Yep.
Most of the Disney princesses don't have mothers. See, I ain't even think about that. Lion King, who died?
The father.
Mufasa. What's that? Frozen. What happened?
Both parents
went on a boat ride. Dead. Both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them.
It's almost like Disney is saying this, sending this message to our kids. You don't need your parents.
You don't need your parents. Don't expect them to be around.
You just need Disney.
Yeah. That's called hardship. It makes people better hard times. Every movie, though.
Every movie.
Aladdin. Where's his parents? Even Prince Jasmine. Her daddy there. Where her mama? Ain't nothing.
Even in the new cartoons, there was one called Elena of Avalar.
Yeah.
Her parents were killed. And then she was locked in an amulet forever until she got out. There's another one. What was it? She was like a little princess, and her father wasn't in the picture. That's how her mother ended up marrying the king.
See?
So her dad was dead.
Moana. Her parents were there. Both of her parents.
But her grandmother died.
Her grandmama died. Her grandmama died. That's right. Man.
Arlisa said the girl didn't want Pepe Le Pew because he was stinky.
Get your A back. Yeah. Y'all making the case that I'll never let. Hey man, keep a jaundiced eye on all those cartoons.
All of them.
All of them. Here's one, and this is the last one. I'm gonna let you get to the word.
All right.
What's up, Felix? What's going on, Felix Chevalier?
Felix, hey.
Here's how all cartoons introduce some trauma or perversion. Donald Duck never wore pants.
Never.
Whenever he came out the bathtub, he had a towel on. Think about it. All right.
Everybody else wears clothes in the Duck family. And he's Uncle Donald. Where are Huey, Louie, and Dewey's parents?
Where their parents at? Hey, man, Donald never had on pants the whole time. He just
never. Mickey had on pants. Goofy had on pants.
But whenever he came out that tub, he got on a towel. Why? So we just watching Donald just go around all willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly.
And now he want to cover himself up.
That makes me laugh. In the Angry Birds 2 movie, they're holding on to this blanket or whatever because they're flying in the air and they're trying to save themselves from falling to their death. And because Angry Birds don't fly, which is crazy.
Right.
So they're holding on and the thing starts to rip. and somebody says, was that your pants that just ripped? And the other one was like, I don't wear pants. And they're like, none of us wear pants. But then it's like, okay, so y'all know y'all don't have on pants.
Right.
Like,
right. Trauma, perversion.
Renita says we're expert cartoon analysts.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
don't get me
I
started.
grew up watching cartoons, but now I watch them all over again. Right.
And don't get me started on the violence that
the violence
that we accept.
Yes.
The violence. Tom and Jerry, Wile E. Coyote, poor Wile E. Coyote.
Poor Wile E. Coyote. That's the first thing that popped into my head. And the Road Runner.
The Road Runner. Yeah. Me.
I mean, Wile E. Coyote, the Tom and Jerry thing, all these dysfunctional relationships, right?
You are ashamed that we're picking apart Disney. Man, look at, hey man, Bambi. Dead.
Yeah.
It's just trauma all over the place. Trauma. Bambi, all Disney movies. Pick your Disney movie. And I will pick that whole apart.
Let me tell you, and look, what's his name? With the Dumbo. His mama get arrested.
There you go. Yeah.
And if you ever watch Dumbo, side note, the crows are straight up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That ain't racist.
Yeah, they blackface too.
Yeah, they are blackface.
What's that? Jungle Book, Mowgli. Where's his folks? All of them. Pick it. You name it.
Cinderella.
She getting traumatized by her stepmother and stepsister. Everybody giving her the business. She's a straight up stepchild. Straight up. Lynn Mommy. Sorry, y'all for y'all who are brand new joining in on this today.
Yeah, right. We went on a tirade.
Yeah, this is a straight tirade right here. And as I say all that, Olivia and I are planning on watching Raven and the Dragon tonight. So we're just gonna see.
Oh, that was coming out tonight. Okay, I knew it was
last week. It came out
last week. I knew it was a new movie, but I couldn't remember what it was. Okay, so we'll watch that tonight.
We'll see. Let's pick the parental figure that's dead in that.
There's a new one. It's an Asian show that we watched not that long ago. That's pretty new. And the mother was dead. The mother, and not only was she like, normally they're just gone, but in this one, you see the mother, you see her getting sick, and then she's not there, and they have the funeral. And I'm like, really?
How do you tell a story without drama? Okay, I can see that part right there. Jungle Book parents were in jail for protesting police brutality. Is that what happened with the people in the Jungle Book? Infracelli, white man gets adopted by gorillas, and then the white man comes back to rescue him, and they imprison the gorillas. Or white man gets adopted by gorillas and becomes the king of them all. Only he can. He becomes the king of them all.
He can speak for them. He can out gorilla the gorillas.
He can out gorilla the gorillas. He has appropriated their gorillaness, and now he is the ruler of them all. That's Tarzan.
See, right? That's right. Drama and trauma. We got those confused. We can have drama, but these are trauma stories.
It's traumatic. Yeah, it's traumatic.
And what is that planting in your kid's head? One day my parents could just not be here, or
your parents die in a boat wreck. In a that ain't traumatic,
right?
Your mama gets shot right in front of you. That ain't traumatic,
right?
Your daddy gets dropped down and trampled. that ain't traumatic.
And then your uncle, when he could have made it,
your uncle did it. Your uncle did it. You can't trust nobody in this joint. Right. You can't trust nobody. Not only did that happen, they got trampled, then they gonna blame it on him.
Right.
How terrible is that for a 5, 6, 7-year-old? You killed your daddy. You better get the hell out of here.
Right.
You best leave. What? Hey man.
Come out.
Look what you did.
Look what you did.
Look what you did.
All because of you.
Right. It's all your fault.
And think about, and I'm taking it to a whole nother level, but think about children that are in situations that are already traumatic. And what is that message for them?
Yeah. Empress Ellie said, I mean, in all honesty, I was raised on Disney and I lost my mom at 21. I can honestly say that I handled it pretty well, but also I had huge mistrust of adults growing up. Yeah. Uh uh yeah, I lost my dad when I was 7. And lost my dad at to gun violence when I was 7 years old. So, I know how it was. It was his ex-wife, his ex-wife, his wife that shot him. And so, them Disney movies, like you said, they hit a different way, but they ain't got to go there. And I like.
You're asking, were we traumatized? You know what? I don't think we know. I don't think we know if we were traumatized because it's so subliminal, right?
Right. Yeah, you a kid, you don't necessarily, process. But here's the thing, though, they keep beating it over and over your head. That's why Black producers need to get busy. Yeah, Ron. It's like you said, you got to be careful. Man, what's that little song Olivia always sing? Be careful, little eyes, what you see.
Yes.
Little words, what you speak. Be careful, little ears, what you hear.
Yep.
Because that stuff keep getting put in them. Some of those things are going to get adopted.
That's right.
All right, John. So let's adopt something else.
Let's adopt the word.
Ooh,
I got a good one for y'all today.
Look at the segue master.
Look at the segue. Okay.
That's his radio training.
Y'all ready? That's good radio training right there. That boy good. Jesus cleanses the temple. One of my favorite pericopes in the Bible. Y'all ready for it?
All right.
The Passover of the Jews was near. This is John 2, starting with verse 13. The Passover of the Jews was near, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. In the temple, he found people selling cattle, sheep, and doves, and the money changers seated at their tables in the temple. Making a whip of cords, he drove all of them out of the temple, both the sheep and the cattle. He also poured out the coins of the money changers and overturned their tables. He told those who were selling the doves, "Take these things out of here. Stop making my Father's house a marketplace." His disciples remembered that it was written, "Zeal for your house will consume me." The Jews then said to him, "What sign can you show us for doing this?" Jesus answered them, "Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up." The Jews then said, "This temple has been under construction for 46 years, and will you raise it up in 3 days?" But he was speaking of the temple of his body. After he was raised from the dead, his disciples remembered that he had said this, and they believed the scripture and the word that Jesus had spoken. When he was in Jerusalem during the Passover festival, many believed in his name because they saw the signs that he was doing. But Jesus, on his part, would not entrust himself to them because he knew all people and needed no one to testify about anyone, for he himself knew what was in everyone.
Wow.
So it's so full. It's so full.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So I'm gonna go all the way back. Let me see. I'm gonna try to go a little bit at a time. So Carlisha, it says doves. She's talking about doves or pigeons. So he says his disciples remembered that it was written, "Zeal for your house will consume me." So Jesus is fulfilling the scriptures by some of the things that he's doing. And then when he says, this is the verse that I'm going to hang my hat on, verse 19. Jesus answered them, "Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up." Like, y'all can't touch me.
I don't care what you've been doing all this time.
Right.
It's trash.
Right. Don't come for me lest I send for you. Because whatever you do to me, 3 days, I'm back.
Yeah.
So, and of course, they didn't understand. What? This temple? What you talking about?
Yeah. Dude, how long took to build this up?
I have to go here. But he was speaking. Okay, wait. After he was raised from the dead, his disciples remembered that he had said this, and they believed the scripture. After he was raised from the dead.
Look, we all got a little disciple in us.
Y'all been rolling with him for 3 years. He been performing all kinds, but after he died, you remember the scripture and you believed.
That so he
okay.
It's like they were watching The Usual Suspects. It's like
right.
He got up and walked straight at the end.
Oh, okay.
So say was really
yeah,
he's like on the spot.
Right. Jesus like, who gonna check me now? That's what Renita said. So and then the people also, because they saw him doing things, they believed. But we talk about can you trust God even when you can't trace him? Can you believe in Jesus on his word?
Right.
So but then it says, I love this, but Jesus on his part would not entrust himself to them because he knew all people. All of y'all are trifling. And needed no one to testify about anyone. I don't need you to tell me that she is trifling because I already know it.
Wow.
And he knew what was in everyone.
Ooh, wretchedness.
Yes. So
wretched is a hectic word. Wretched, which is the father of ratchet.
Yeah, right.
Which is wretched is Louisiana's uncle, great uncle. Ratchet. Is a lot of destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up. So, see what I hear in that is kill in yourself what needs to be gone, and raise up something new, and then you can turn yourself around. And kind of like what we were talking about yesterday. Everybody talking about the old you and what you used to do. You can be a whole new, complete creature, like that.
Yep.
Like that. What's up, Titus? What's up, Dad?
Titus, where you been? I guess you've been on IG.
Titus, yeah, he's been on IG. He's been on IG. He jumps around. He jump around. Titus, you missed a lovely discussion on Disney. Speaking of Titus, my nephew Barack, his brother, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Big B.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Rock Man.
So let me tell you what I did last night. After I was very productive. I did a lot of work. The boys are at my parents'. I did a lot of work, and then I started working on my sermon. I pretty much got my 3 points, and I started working on some of the. I did my reading and had been studying, and then I saw in here for I don't know why, but I clicked on hop in. Excuse me, and I saw that you had put the YouTube link in. I didn't know what it was. I just saw you had put a link, so I clicked on it. So then I started watching us from yesterday. And I was cracking up again like it was brand new.
What am I going to say? Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Did I say that?
Did that?
The whole Stacey Dash. The Chris Brown.
Chris Brown and the aliens. Oh, boy. Well, and this is a good time to tell everybody that if you missed it and you ain't seen it, like I said, you can go to the YouTube channel, Rob G the General, subscribe. I'm gonna do like all the little kids videos that my kids watch. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. Right. And they watch. That's what they always say.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, they tell you all the time. I mean, I'm like, wow, they're really pushing this subscription. So subscribe.
Notifications, the whole 9. Yeah.
Wait. Tania says, so now the disciples want to do a Facebook and IG post talking about RIP and give to the GoFundMe.
Yes. To answer, yes. Yes, that's exactly what they're doing.
That's exactly what they're doing.
That is crazy. What's up, Melissa? So yeah, there's that, y'all. Was there something else in the news today? Where the it was something
They still dragging Cuomo.
they still dragging Cuomo. He's catching the business. There was some. Oh, Eddie Murphy's getting inducted into the, I think, the NAACP Hall of Fame.
I like that.
Something like that. You know, and it's still amazing to me all the people that's giving Eddie the business over that's coming to America.
Man, it's like, y'all relax. You saw I quoted you, which I know you were quoting somebody else on Andrea Odom's post.
Oh, the TV. Just let TV be TV.
Let TV be TV.
Yeah, let it be
But
TV.
one of my friends had on on social media that she went back and watched the original one with her kids,
Mm-hmm.
and they thought it was the best movie ever.
It is in every way.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember who you went to the movies when you went to go see Coming to America?
Oh, that's a good question.
I do.
What year did it come out? That would help me.
That was 89, 88, 89. Yeah,
I probably went with my girls,
the original one.
Alexis or Sanja or Vera, my college buddies.
I had a girl that she was like when I was home for the holidays.
Mm-hmm. She was your home for the holidays girl?
My home for the holidays gal. You know, if I just wanted somebody to go out with and go see a movie or something like that, you know, like I never called her. Called her when I was in Virginia. Never called her when I was away. But I'd be home when I was in the Navy. Never called her. I get home. Let me see if this number still works. What you doing? Then want to go see Coming to America? Okay.
Okay. So I got Ron. You're right. So I didn't touch on that. And I should have the whole thing. So when you come to the temple, you had to make a sacrifice, and some people didn't have the means to have the things to sacrifice. So they would come to the temple and have to buy it from the folks.
It's a swap meet at your church.
Right.
They got
and imagine if you walked into the sanctuary of your church and it was people in there. Like we have what we call a marketplace. It is in a different place from our sanctuary. We do not have selling in the sanctuary.
They had an offer up app.
Right. Like you can come here. Oh, you ain't get to get your doves.
I forgot my doves at the crib.
And the challenge was not only that they were doing that, they were overcharging people.
I mean, you know, there's got to be a service charge if you ain't
bringing it. Right. They were trying to make a profit in the Lord's house.
You know.
And Jesus was like, this ain't supposed to be happening in here.
This is what we're doing.
And so Ron brings up a good point. Think about some of the churches that you know about. That there's some churches that's doing some of this.
Hey, I remember when we first moved to Dallas. I think I told y'all this story before. We were trying to find a church home. Some churches do have a store in them in Priscilla.
We have a store, but it is not in the sanctuary. It is totally separate.
Right.
You don't have to even go in there unless you intend to go in there, you know?
Right. There was a pastor, and I can't make this up. Y'all can look it up. Y'all can Google it, because you know, I'll get free with my storytelling sometime. But hold on.
Shay.
Nope,
wrong one.
Rambling with Rob G.
All right, quick ramble. We were trying to find a church home when we first moved to Dallas in the early 80s. And we went to the church, and I'll never forget this. The pastor's name, you know, every pastor loves a good initial, right? You got to have some initials, you know.
Somewhere.
somewhere there. Our pastor is Byron C. Stevenson.
Marcus D. Cosby.
Marcus D. I was gonna say I even know that one. Marcus D. Cosby. Everybody got to put some initials.
But he got an initial because he don't want people to know his middle name.
Okay. The Anthony. What is it?
I don't even. I think I've heard it once. I don't remember.
Oh, I bet I can find it. I bet I can find it. And I might get on that today. I'll find it and give it to you and just throw it at you. So we went to this church. The pastor's name was IB. Anybody want to guess the last name? IB.
IB Good.
IB Good is a nice guess. Anybody else want to? Rob be telling everything. Not everything, LaMonica. IB. IB Loud. Can't make this up. His name was Reverend I.B. Loud. Mark Money said, damn, I.B. damn. That would have been good.
That would have been good.
But they did they passed the plate around. Passed the plate around for not ties, So they passed the plate around. Everybody gave them money.
Offering.
The offering. Thank you. You're gonna say I be extra.
I be extra. I be hating.
I be hating. I be tripping is what he did. So was he loud? I don't remember that part if he was loud. Because the only part that really stands up is what my dad did. He passed around the offering. The offering came back. This was before they would take the offering, take it to the back and count the money. They brought it right up there to the pulpit.
Oh no, I already know where this is going.
So he took a look. I be loud was not I be pleased.
I do not be pleased.
I be loud was not I be pleased. And he said, if y'all want this good word from the Lord, y'all need to do better than what you're doing. Send them back. Send them back around. And
wow.
Before he would offer up a prayer or before he would do his sermon, they sent the offering plates back around. And
y'all got to come on with it.
Y'all got to come on with it. It was straight out of Richard Pryor skit.
It was a Richard Pryor skit.
It was like, this is what I need you to do. Dig in your neighbor's pocket. Dig. Put your left hand up and with your right hand, dig in your neighbor's pocket. Pull it. and give freely unto the Lord. My dad said, well, he might as well have said, my dad don't cuss.
Right.
He might as well have said, I'll be out this bitch.
Right. We're getting out of here.
We're getting out of here. And we left. We never went back to that church again. And then because the church we went to in Detroit was headed by Ben Hooks, and who was over the NAACP at the time, Benjamin Hooks. So we had to find a strong leader, and we ended up going to following Zan Holmes. We left Baptist altogether and went straight Methodist because
Zan Holmes. Amazing.
That's the church we went to.
Oh my God. So he did right when I accepted my calling into ministry. Mm-hmm. And that's to tell you how bad Zan Holmes is. We had him come in to do part of our retreat. They did a minister's retreat and he was one of our speakers. The Methodist preacher.
Yeah.
Doing the retreat for the Baptists.
Yeah. That was St. Luke. Yes, it was St. Luke, LaMonica. St. Luke. Yeah.
Love Zan Holmes.
Zan Holmes.
He's still alive.
Zan, I believe is. Zan is. Yep. But yeah. Yep.
First of all, he was so cool.
Always cool. Hensler back this and then, you just swag. That
whole like Reverend Lawson is like, I mean, sometimes I feel like Reverend Lawson just kind of was like gliding into church, so.
I be here.
Yeah, I be here.
I be here.
Okay, somebody just sent me this thing called Newman's Castle as an option for spring break stuff for the kids.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can type it in here. I don't know what it is, full disclosure, but if you have little people, you may want to click on this and just see. Well, I don't even know if it's gonna come in as a. But
That's a whole nother thing.
I know.
What gonna do with the kids over spring break? Like I said, the grandfather's coming in. That's only gonna be good for so long. I went to the grocery store yesterday and went heavy on the Lunchables.
Well, and my challenge is, I actually got some meetings next week. So I had wanted to just be off and just kick it and hang out. But I'll tell you what, Holland already told me part of a spring break for him, and he's 10 now, right? So you get, he just wants to stay in his pajamas. He just want to have some days where he could just get up and he just hang out in his pajamas all day.
That was another news story I saw.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of that, there was a poll taken, and it said most Americans would prefer going forward not to have a 5-day workday. They would only prefer to go into work 3 days a week. They'd rather spend, or was it a 2-day work? It was a 2-day work week. They would rather stay home 3. They'd rather stay home 3. So
I just had that conversation with my team leader. I was like, I don't have to come back to the office. Maybe like 1 day a week.
Yeah. It's not bad. I mean, like I said, I've been tripping on this whole going to work thing while we get this whole thing set up at TSU. Having to actually go into
work. Like I have some stuff I need to go. I need to drop off some handwritten notes so that our executive assistant can send some stuff out for me. And all I got to do is write the notes and go in there and drop them in the bill. I just cannot seem to compel myself to go to my office.
It's borderline offensive. It's offensive to actually go in. Like, my internet is working. Why am I?
Why?
Beauty of being a writer, working from home, making your own hours. That's dope.
Who's a writer?
Empress Ellie, working from home.
Was Empress Ellie the one that dropped all the knowledge yesterday?
Oh, yeah, she was the one dropping them gems.
Yeah. Thank you for listening in. I feel the fact that you came back. Yeah, I mean that means a lot to me because you are our demographic.
Yeah. 2 times a week. All right. If you could, all right. Yeah. I guess that's a good poll. Would you rather go back at all? Would you rather stay home? Is 2 days a week sufficient?
1 to 2 days max.
Or are you ready for that 5-day a week commute? I know this much. I will say this much. Having to go to the gas station a lot more than I have this past year, again, find it a bit offensive. Yeah. I'm putting gas in weekly. Like, what is going on with this? What's happening?
I can go for 3 weeks.
I've got a T-Mobile offers up these T-Mobile Tuesdays, right? Mm-hmm. And they've got these different deals. And one of the deals that they have is you can go to Shell on Tuesdays. You get 10 cents off on gas. And because I'm a fuel reward members with Shell, I end up getting 13 cents off for every gallon on Tuesdays. But I've been finding myself going Tuesdays and Fridays. It's a lot of gas going on here. Yes, that's a lot. I'm tripping. I'm like, this, traffic and stuff like that. Gas is way different bill these days. Yeah, man. I fill up once a month pretty much. I feel you.
Can we get Empress Ellie into the hop in?
Yes, tomorrow, Empress Ellie. Tomorrow we're gonna start at 8:00. I'm gonna direct you with the link. We want you to come and join us on Hop In here. My office said in office improves team camaraderie. In my head, I'm thinking these miss ain't my friend. Oh, Carlisha. Oh, Carlisha.
Lord, we give your name praise. Get some glory. Glory, get glory. Thank you, Jesus. For blessing, for blessing, for blessing.
Carlicia has also told them,
Thank you, Jesus.
I don't live to work. I work to live. I'm not.
Carlisha, you and all your wretchedness are you're a ratchet delight.
You are.
Yes, you're delightful in most ratchet of ways.
So imagine me and Carlicia in Miami with adult beverages. I mean, we don't need anybody else around. We entertain ourselves.
Ooh.
Oh, I think my little people may be about to walk in.
Yeah, let's go on and get out of here before
Okay.
she.
Oh
Some
no,
more
that was
ratchet
just the win. But still, yes, probably need to do
Yeah.
this. All right. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly more than we can ask or think. Now unto him be glory. As we think about the ability our Jesus had to build his temple back up in 3 days, we think about that with joy, love, and peace, because we have power knowing that if he can raise himself up, if God can raise him from the dead, what can he do in our dead situations in our lives? And so we are empowered by that. And we go out victorious today. In Jesus' name, amen.
Before we go out victorious today, who is in need of something? It's on my heart and it's on my spirit. Put your Cash App in here. Put your Cash App on here. Somebody needs a blessing. And
Oh, and I want to give y'all an update. Holland, they didn't approve Holland, but it sounds like they're processing the paperwork on Hudson for the thing. So if you know anybody that has, and I think Tomlin put the link in there already, but if you know anybody that has any children with disabilities, learning disabilities, if they're deaf or blind, if they're not in the regular classroom, if they're autistic, anything like that, they could be getting $1,500 a month, for their kid.
That's dope.
Help them with offset all the costs that they have for different things. So,
Empress Ellie, she wants to send her daughter some new clothes.
oh, I like it.
$ J Kiss Easy. So there we go. So let's put a little something on it. Will
Ron said take the workday poll.
Take the workday poll. Oh, did you put a poll up, Ron? Did you put a poll in there?
Look at Ron working behind the scenes.
Ron put a poll up. How many days a week would you like to work from home? How many days a week
would you like to work from home?
Would you like to work from home? Ooh, that 5 is strong. I'm just gonna be honest. 5, yes. Be honest. Be honest. Be honest with it. 5.
Me and you both.
I'm gonna be honest with it. Lee Balloon.
Y'all know I don't work on Fridays. I mean, I do end up doing officially. I'm off on Fridays.
1 vote for 3.
Okay, there go my little people.
All right.
Blessed day. See y'all tomorrow at 8.
Yeah, tomorrow 8 o'clock. Y'all shoot Empress Ellie a little love if you can. 4, but you're okay with 2 days, Con? 2 days is not bad. I wouldn't mind going in. Do you have Ellie, do you have a Zelle? They want to know if you've got a Zelle. If you've got a Zelle, Will put yours in there. I know you're going through some things too, Will. So put yours in here too, brother. And if you've got a Zelle too, Will, put yours in here. Anybody else? Anybody? No. All right. J Kiss Easy. I don't, but she's got a Venmo. Deborah, do this. just what Tammy's got to sell. Shoot the Zelle to Tammy, and then I guess Tammy. This is a long transaction. Who's got both Zelle and Cash App? If somebody got both Zelle and Cash App, Deborah, let Deborah know so that way you can send it to via Zelle, and then we can shoot the Cash App right to Empress Ellie. Okay, and then my cousin Will is Will Haithco. Will Haith. Those two right there. Those two right there. Melissa sending hugs and prayers for you and your sister. Yeah, we pray for you, Melissa. What happened, Melissa? Desperate need to pray over my son and his and my relationship. All right, Melissa. We got you. We got you. And email for Will is pro. Let me just type that in there in case that Will is that Venmo? What is that? This is such a compassionate idea. I might borrow. What's a compassionate idea? What are you talking about? Might borrow what? Pro racer Will. At live.com. Live.com. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Diva, you got both? Okay, Diva, get with Empress Ellie. And who was that asked if she had Venmo? Was that who was that? Nah, I can't find the thing. Oh, Deborah. Okay. Good morning, Broken Dollar. Your email should link to everything. All right, cool. Just putting out there to help someone because it's on your heart and inspires others to think about how they can help someone too. What I found, Empress Ellie, with this particular group who hangs in here with me and has been hanging with me now for about a year strong, is that we all trying to lift each other up, and everybody don't look like what they're going through, and no one should let's what is it understand being prideful. Understand that. Understand being prideful, and you may not want to, but man, what you're denying when you don't let your pride, when you won't let your pride ask for help, you're denying God an opportunity to work. Is what you're doing. You're basically saying, God, I don't need your help, and I can do it on my own. So, hey, Cam Chronicles, McClendon, what's up? Good morning, Broken Dollar. Broken, I got to make an appointment with you, the man, to get my car clean. I got to do that. Spring break is next week. I'm definitely gonna come through next week sometime. So that's why I say, whatever you're in need of, let your pride down so you can watch God work. And then when you watch God work, now you got a testimony for other people. And if you got a testimony for other people, now you're allowing more people to come into the kingdom. So don't stop that. Don't let your pride stop God from doing what God does. All right. You are very welcome, Empress Ellie. You are very well. J Kiss Easy. Let me write that down so I don't forget it when come with the breakdown, right? Every now and again, Tania, every now and again I might come with something good. Every now and again. It ain't often. It ain't often, but every now and again, some will seep out that makes sense. Every now and again. So, Y'all that don't deny God an opportunity to do some work in your life, which will help impact some other people's lives. Let it on down. Ask for help. Let God come in and do the work. All right. There you go. Oh, Will. Yes. I help Will learn that. And he's still learning. But you know what? And you know what, Will? And kudos to you, because this normally you would not have said anything that you needed something. So that is growth on your part to go ahead and put it out there that you're in need of help. So appreciate that. Appreciate that for both of y'all. It's like kisses, but with a Z. The I stands for your daughter's name. So I don't say that, Joy, because I want to. We've established something right now, and I'm gonna keep saying Tania. Let's keep messing up. I'll be seeing you blessing right after the IG live ends, my dear. Well, then you know what? We're only in IG live.
Whelp is such a final word. When you hear whelp, it's over. Whelp.
There you go. There you go. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. And Lord willing, we will see y'all tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Have a great one. See you later. Peace.